report in ACT pulls information from the database and displays it to us in a useful way. In this video, I want to show you how to run reports to view this data. Now, reports can be accessed either from the Reports menu at the top of the screen or by clicking the Reports button in the left navigation. Here we see a list of report templates that come bundled with ACT. We can run any of these default reports, but typically we would perform a lookup first and then run a report on that lookup to get the results that we're looking for. Let's say that I want to see how many customers have been referred to me and in which ways they've been referred. I'm curious to see the difference between running the report without a lookup versus with a lookup. So I'm going to run this report twice. First, I'll run it on all of my contacts, and then again after doing a lookup on just those contacts who have been referred to us. So to begin, let's locate the report. Scrolling down, it's called Source of Referrals. I'm going to click that to highlight it, and then I'll click the Run Report button at the top. This opens up a Define Filters window where I can make some additional choices here. I'm going to choose to preview this report for all contacts, and then I'll click OK. ACT runs this report and places it in a preview window for me, and I'm going to use the zoom tool to just make it a little bit easier to read. Right now, this report is showing me page after page of referrals, but it doesn't really tell me very much. I see the company and the contact and so on, but I can't really figure out where these contacts have been referred from. So let's do a lookup first to find contacts that have been referred to us. And then when we run the report, it'll make a lot more sense. So I'm going to close this preview window and go to my contacts area. And here, I'm going to go to my lookup menu and choose contact. The field I want is called referred by. And then I just want it to contain any data. So I'm going to choose contains data and click OK. This gives me a list of all contacts who have something in the referred by field. So with this lookup still active, I'm going to run this report once again. I'll choose the Source of Referrals report, click Run Report, and this time I'm going to use the current lookup. Now when I click OK, my report runs again, and you'll see that this time it makes a lot more sense. When I zoom in, we can see that this report is sorted by the source of each referral. What I mean by that is that all contacts who have been referred to me by an advertisement will show up bundled together at the top. Then in the next section of the report, I'll see all my contacts who were referred to me by an associate, and so on as we go down the list, page by page. So when we run a report after performing a lookup, reports like these become much more valuable. Some reports have additional options built into them when we run them. One of these is called the Notes Histories report. And this is going to show us all notes and history records listed by contact. So I'm going to click Run Report. Notice that when the Define Filters window appears, we have additional tabs at the top for notes and history records. Let's look at the Notes tab first. This allows us to filter the notes by a date range, since this portion of the report could create pages and pages of text. If we look at the History tab, we can filter the history records to include or exclude email and attachments. We can also limit them by date, just like notes. So as we've seen here, ACT allows us a number of easy ways to report on our data.